This game reminded me a lot of last year. A lot. And it was very frustrating to watch and sit through. It was painful. It was frustrating. It was mind-numbing. It was soul-crushing. It was truly a disgusting performance by my favorite football team and your favorite football team. Everyone in my chat, and I have a lot of people in my chat for Patriots games, and I love the passionate Pats Nation that joins me for these live streams. I'm with you, man. I'm one of you guys. You are one of me. We are 1-1. But man, this reminded me a lot of last year, in part because Pats fans are spoiled. Let's just be honest. Pats fans are used to banners. Pats fans are used to AFC championships. Pats fans are used to rings. Fans in that area of sports are used to parades. And this team had higher expectations. If not just because the Patriots fans, and myself included, did not expect this team to win the Super Bowl. They expected a cleaner football team. What I mean by that is a team that made less mistakes. A team that turned the ball over less. A team that took less penalties. A team that was more detailed. A team that was schemed up better. All season long, we've seen a team that's made mistakes. Just like last year. We've seen a team that's turned the football over. Just like last year. It hasn't all been the quarterback. This game, it happened to be the quarterback. There's a lot of reasons for this. This game confirmed to me that Bill Belichick needs to be blamed. Bill Belichick, point blank period. I am done. I am done with the Belichick mystique. Belichick is the GOAT. Belichick this, Belichick that. Bill Belichick, for as great as he was, notice the word was. Right now, he is a senile old man running the New England Patriots. And it has absolutely killed any hope, any faith, any future for the Patriots here. I actually believe this team is better than they've played. I think they're better than their record. They've lost to 3 top 6 teams in the NFL. It's a tough pill to swallow, but that's just the case. This last game was embarrassing, though. And it put forth to the forefront for everyone to see on national television the issues with the Patriots that stem from Bill Belichick. Not Mac Jones, not the receiving corps, not the offensive line, not the defense, not Robert Kraft, not Tom Brady, not Mac Jones for the second time. Bill Belichick. Why Bill Belichick? Because he's the man running the operation. He runs the operation. He signs the players. He trades for the players. He drafts the players. He brings the culture. He sets the example. He is the teacher. He is the coach. He is the everything for the Patriots. And with Tom Brady, and with talented players like Devin McCourty, Stephon Gilmore, Dante Hightower, Rob Gronkowski, Julian Edelman. That's the latest era. The list goes on. You can go before that. Teddy Bruschi, Mike Vrabel, Rodney Harrison, Willie McGinnis, Vince Wilfork, Richard Seymour, Deion Branch, Logan Mankins, Matt Light. Was Belichick partly responsible for bringing these players in? Yes. Tom Brady masked a lot of it. A lot of the issues. And the great players held themselves accountable. And the great players were the reason for the success. Bill Belichick is a very good coach. He still is a good coach. The problem is not Bill Belichick, the coach. The problem is Bill Belichick, the GM. Bill Belichick, the GM, right now, is a problem. He's a problem. He has been for years. This is nothing new. But his lack of ability to address clear and identifiable needs on this football team is disgusting, and it's malpractice. This man did not go out and get a good receiver. He signed Juju Smith-Schuster with no knees, who can't run, to replace our best receiver who can actually separate and is looking pretty good for the Raiders right now with his buddy Josh McDaniels. He signed Mike Gesicki, a role player tight end, and he doesn't even really use him all that much. Our most explosive receiver right now is a 6th round pick that plays 18 plays per game. Was he a 6th round pick or a 7th round pick? Regardless of that, Pop Douglas, a 5'8" late round pick who barely plays for whatever reason, is our most explosive receiver. Our offensive line. Trent Brown's a good player. David Andrews is a good player. Michael Onwenu is playing terrible right now. Not playing up to his standard. He will get better. He will play better. I believe in him. He's a great player. But here's the problem with the offense. It's not Mac Jones. Mac Jones is a rookie contract quarterback. Rookie contract quarterbacks are supposed to be surrounded by talent. Look at the NFL right now, and look at the NFL over the past 3 or 4 years, and look at the teams that had rookie contract quarterbacks that had some track record of success, and I think you could put Mac Jones under that label. And look at what they've been supported with, successful or not successful. Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Austin Eckler, Rashawn Slater, Corey Linsley. Highest paid center in the league, 1st round pick left tackle, 1st round pick guard in Zion Johnson, 2 number 1 receivers, another 1st round receiver in Quentin Johnston, Josh Palmer. The list goes on. Signed Gerald Everett. They brought in Kellen Moore as the OC. That is a lot of help. A lot of help. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, right? Kincaid, 1st round this year. They brought in a 2nd round guard this year. This is Josh Allen, a legit all-pro, like Hall of Fame talent. He had really good receivers. They signed Cole Beasley early in his career. They traded for Stephon Diggs early in his career. They had a great play caller in Brian Daboll. They had everything in place. They made sure they re-signed Deion Dawkins. They did all that stuff, right? James Cook, they drafted in the 2nd round lately. Patrick Mahomes had Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Andy Reid. They signed Joe Thuney. When he was a disaster in the Super Bowl and the offensive line was really bad, Joe Thuney was signed. Creed Humphrey was drafted. Orlando Brown, now he's gone. Now they've replaced him. Jawan Taylor, big money. Mahomes is another. Tua has yet to get a contract. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Teron Armstead, Raheem Mostert, Devin A. Shane. Before that, they signed Cedric Wilson. They have so many players, so many 1st round picks they've built around this guy. So many legit playmakers. Like Joe Burrow, we talked about him. He has T. Higgins. He has Jamar Chase. They just signed a left tackle, Orlando Brown. They signed an entire offensive line, Ted Karras from the Patriots. They signed Alex Kappa, right? They signed all these guys, Collins, They have Joe Mixon. They drafted Jamar Chase's best buddy in the draft. They have T. Higgins already. Tyler Boyd already. You can go down the list, guys. There is so many examples of this. Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, the best offensive line in football. DeAndre Swift now, who they got for nothing. Dallas Goedert was already there. You can just keep going down the list. Like, it's absolutely absurd. You look at a guy like Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Like, I don't want to keep spending time on this, but typically, guys on a rookie contract or a cheap contract at the quarterback position, the whole point is to spend money around them to make them a better player, to help them out. Not put all the pressure in the world on them to see if they're the guy. Unless the guy's name is Tom Brady, it's not going to work. And even with Tom Brady in 2019, the reason you moved off of him is because you thought you were right by having N'Keal Harry as his number one receiver and torn Achilles Ben Watson as his tight end. The reason Tom Brady left, he had no weapons, he had no respect. He left to Tampa, he wins a Super Bowl with real offensive players. You have to change your philosophy. The whole issue with the Patriots is a philosophy issue that stems from their old senile coach who's still playing the sport like it's 2001. They're relying on their defense. This is a good unit. Now it's injured. We'll see how that works out for them. Lose a couple players on defense. We'll see how good their defense is now. I'm not looking forward to it. Our offense, we can't separate at the wide receiver position. I don't care how many people were commenting in my chat yesterday, oh, Mac's missing open guys. Go and watch the All-22. There are not open guys. Go and watch the tape. Go and even watch the game back. Where are open guys? There was one play where Mac got skittish in the pocket. He saw ghosts. This was down 31-3 or 38-3 or whatever the score was. And he throws the ball over Devontae Parker's head. Great. The game was over by then. Who even cares about that? Before that, the Juju play on fourth down. Disgusting play. No pick. The ball is intercepted because it was just... The guy just... Juju's terrible. Terrible. Mac Jones made mistakes. But why did he make mistakes? Everyone keeps blaming Mac Jones. But the problems are not Mac Jones. He's not the biggest issue. Is he Mahomes? Is he Josh Allen? Is he these guys? No. I'm not saying that. I'm not even really saying he's the solution. But he is not the problem. The offensive line, no money spent on it at all. Trent Brown they got for dirt cheap. He's our best offensive lineman right now. Michael Onwenu's yet to be signed, and they won't sign him. Watch. Cole Strange is a first-round pick, and he was a projected third-rounder who stinks. The center, Dave Andrews, has been here for years, and he's not on a particularly expensive contract. The right tackle is a practice squad player. The tight end position has the most money spent on it, and it's overpaid. Hunter Henry's a good player. He's not a difference maker. He's not a great player. He's a nice number 2 or 3 option in an offense. Kendrick Bourne, modest contract. Devontae Parker, modest contract. He does nothing. Tyquan Thornton was their big money capital spent on in the second round, and he hasn't been on the field. He's injured, and he's not even that good. They spend 6th round picks to fix this position this year. It's gross. It's gross. It's malpractice. Their wide receiver position, their tackle position, their 2 biggest needs this offseason, neither one addressed. Neither one. You can get Bill O'Brien. It's not going to fix everything. You need players on offense. You need playmakers. You need someone to go to on third down. Who is that guy for Mac Jones? Their run game is pathetic. They can't run the ball. So Mac Jones has no run game, no receivers, no offensive line. What does he have? How do you survive? He's a precision, accurate quarterback. He's a smart guy. He's trying his best. He's actually played well this year outside of the Cowboys game. I think you can admit that. He has no help. No help. Like, honestly, like, for these fans that are hating on Mac Jones and wish him to leave, honestly, I hope he does. I hope he goes somewhere when Stafford retires. I hope he teams up with McVay in LA and lights the skies on fire. Like, I hope he goes somewhere, becomes a starter, gets an actual receiver. Like, maybe he goes to Minnesota, and he's great. Like, watch. I know what would happen if Mac Jones had actual targets. I know in my heart, my soul, what would happen. And that's what pains me to watch this. Because I feel like Mac Jones, while he might never be what we want him to be, which is Tom Brady, no one will ever be that. He might never be an elite quarterback, but he could be a damn good quarterback if he actually had fucking help. And he doesn't. And this team, it's not even about Mac, because I think I'm getting too far down this way. But it's about Belichick. It's about his decision-making, his philosophy of how to build a football team. You look at a guy like Kyle Shanahan, who doesn't need playmakers to be successful with his scheme. We've seen it before. He can take Joe Schmo and make him good at quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. It doesn't matter the position. The guy has gone out. He has brought in Christian McCaffrey. He has gotten Brandon Ayuk in the first round. Deebo Samuel, who's a stud. George Kittle. These guys are all ridiculous players. Trent Williams, they signed to a contract. These guys are Hall of Fame talents, other than maybe Ayuk. And, I mean, even Deebo has Hall of Fame talent. But, like, it's crazy to me how he doesn't see this. It's crazy to me how he wants to win every game 20-17, and we can't even score 17 or 20 points right now. And we're making mistakes. We're a poorly coached football team. We start every game slow. We're penalized in crucial situations constantly. And yet it all goes back to the quarterback because our fan base are spoiled brats. We saw number 12 play, and we think everyone's going to be number 12. Quarterbacks need help, guys. Even Tom Brady did later in his career. There's a reason he left. It's gross. No money spent on the offense. No help. And now we've got major injuries to our defense. Matt Judon, Christian Gonzalez. Absolutely the worst. The worst thing that could have happened to us. I wanted to see Christian Gonzalez play. I don't know if he's coming back this year. Matt Judon is a stud. I love that guy. I love how he's put up with this bullshit. He is a great leader for our team. He's a phenomenal player, and he has been our best player since he's come to our team. And he's hurt, and that sucks. So yeah, New England's lost to 3 really good teams. They were embarrassed by Dallas, and it was the type of embarrassing that is a blueprint for the rest of the NFL. They saw what we can't do. We can't get open. We can't block. Mac Jones was pressured on 50% of his dropbacks in that game. And with our secondary hurt, we can't really play an aggressive style of defense that helps us win. The Pats offense right now is last in the NFL in percentage of drives that end in a punt and a turnover. New England has a 70+% rate at ending in a punt or a turnover. That is unacceptable. And to me, it's not because of the coaching on offense with Bill O'Brien. I actually think he's done a better job. The one area he needs to do better is the run game, because it's unacceptable that our run game is this bad. Our run game needs to be good for this offense to be productive. Point blank, period. Our pass game's actually improved under Bill O'Brien, but the problem I see is the guy in charge of the decision-making, in charge of the personnel. So you can blame Mac Jones all you want. You can make him the scapegoat all you want. You can say he's not the guy all you want. I'll continue to support him all year. We'll see if he's still around next year. Like I said, at this point, do I even care? Not really. I actually kind of hope he goes somewhere and plays the way that I think he can. Because our offense, if we keep building our team this way, there's going to be very few quarterbacks that we could have on our team that are actually successful. We could bring in 25 of the quarterbacks in this league, and they would not have an average offense in this NFL with this offense. They can't block. They can't get open. They don't make plays down the field. And it's not all because of the quarterback. That's it, guys. That's it for the review. Thank you for tuning in. Gronk spike the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's Mitch. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.